Well, hello and welcome to the Overthinking Gamer. This is the Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe version. This game recently came out, and as soon as it came out, I bought it because part of the reason why I even do YouTube in the first place is because when I was in college, I started watching a lot of YouTube, and one of the first people that I learned about was, of course, the legend Markiplier. And this was one of the first playthroughs I ever watched of Markiplier's was the Stanley Parable. And so I am super excited to play this game for myself. I never played the original, but I loved Markiplier's playthrough. If you don't know, this is a game about Stanley. As far as the original was concerned, I know a lot has changed probably. But you're Stanley in this office, and one day things aren't the same. Things are wacky. So let's see. Do I need to change? I think so. You gonna need to change anything? All right, so here we go. This is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe version. Here we go. And of course, I started it up before because I just wanted to see, make sure it worked and everything. And so the clock.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so I was going to say at the beginning there with the clock, I did not know that was going to happen. I booted this up just to test out, make sure everything was working. And when I did, I set the time. And then apparently if you do that twice, it shows up with that message that I showed at the beginning. But here we go. We are Stanley in our office. I wonder. But
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Yeah, what the heck am I supposed to do?
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Yeah, forever.
I will be happy.
So happy.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
They will come.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Yeah.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
All right. That's one ending. I remember that one from Markiplier. Block yourself.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hold on. You can't jump. Get your first achievement. I did it. Oh, okay. Let's continue. Great. What is this? Wait. What? You know what? Keep going.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean, what to do? We're definitely going to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, the employee lounge sounds amazing. It's green.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully yes,
yeah, okay,
this
I'm back.
room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
What'd I do?
Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
So beautiful. I was trying to figure out how to crouch and actually click to menu.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
What those things?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's
creepy.
Possible that this is why everyone left.
Maybe, but you know what? I'm still here, and I'm gonna do what I want. And you can't
Stanley
stop me.
sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
It's a message that I should do what I want. I don't like that. I don't like being told what to do. By the way, was that dialogue technically? So, but you're saying it wasn't dialogue, but it is. Say anything. You know, there's this zoom function thing. No. The zoom function. Well, we are waiting. I'm gonna wait. Sit. Stand here. All right, fine. I'll leave.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna go this way. Let me check these doors.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, me. Do not lie. You are lying right now. Stop. I mean, I would stop. You hadn't told me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. B3. No bucket fast. So, it's oddly different.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
You should really use reverse psychology. I'm just gonna do the
Aha,
opposite.
perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. I did
I
not
still don't
misunderstand.
think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh,
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
I
You
will.
want to know so badly what's out there? You want
I
to
do.
find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Suck.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
Nope.
I did. And in the end, it
Okay.
was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here,
should've
Stanley.
known
Help
that.
elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill
Yeah,
trees?
that'd be awesome.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Left.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha!
Yeah.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door?
You're just
Well,
smart.
it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I
Thanks for
really
the
couldn't
feeling.
say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You
Do you
can't
have a
teach
soul?
that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Worldwide leaderboard. Total. First. 91,000. 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9%. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. Hilarious. 18,000 achieved. Oh, try going through. Try going to the right doors.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Mm,
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on,
Do you
and now
even-
would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
you
You
think
wouldn't
about
mind
what I
taking a
said?
look at it, would you?
Yes, I would.
Perfect. Let me boot
Okay.
it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give
Really?
it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your
Okay.
experience.
Bye-bye, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the
Spite.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Yes, there are 4
I'm not
hours.
even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, I'm ready. Whoa!
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our
It's Firewatch.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Wow,
Yes,
I wasn't expecting
must
that.
be it. What a fascinating venture.
Pretty sure in the
into
original there was
experience of
Minecraft.
total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay, let's go. Wow, that's so cool. Wait. I was not expecting Firewatch.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Wait.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That
Oh, the
big,
world, I
open,
think.
Just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Wait.
Preferably something with walls.
No.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, it's just big enough.
Okay.
Thought I could get out of that.
I think this will be just the thing.
Oh, no. I like that game. Is Rocket
Wonderful.
League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any
This is
possibility
amazing.
that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I mean, I could try. Weirder things have happened.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
There's
There
a
are
giant
lots
hole.
of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no
that a hole?
racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's
Okay.
a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports
I
ball.
think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Okay, well, hit the ball. Wow, that ball is huge. Right, score. Oh yeah,
Are you doing it? Are you winning?
that was
Is this fun?
amazing.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes,
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one
sportsologist?
generates
I
a
don't know what
certain
that is.
amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric... Hold on. What are you doing?
Whoa! I actually didn't mean to fall in there.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Whoops!
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
I didn't even mean to do that. Bye. Kind of scared. I don't know where I am. Where'd you go? You've left me. Oh no! It should be a horror game. They good. Yeah, don't. Okay, where I'm going. Already went that way. Whoops. There's a light. Yeah. This, I believe, was the original room that started. Or at least, yeah, it's 427. It's just, yeah. Just, got those monitors. Watch.
I wonder what he found. If what he
Me too.
wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I wonder
And if
too.
he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will
Maybe.
wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Maybe you're right.
Yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Very soon.
I can wait.
Wait. What happened? Hello? Okay. That's where I'm going to leave it for now. I can't believe that was Rocket League, though, and Firewatch. That was insane. Yeah, but if you saw it, the like, subscribe button, comment, all that stuff. And as always, stay blessed, my friend. Bye.